Hey guys, Viking82 here, back with a new Viking Orations. Got another review for you today, and this time around I'm going to be talking to you about the debut EP from the band Paingiver, entitled Deorum Mortis, put out just this year through Desert Wastelands Productions. And yeah, if you are not familiar with this band, they are a death metal band based out of Houston, Texas, that I could not find out any information on when exactly they formed. But the members in this band are Nick Rutledge on the bass, Ed Martinez handling guitar, Sam Bigby doing guitar and vocals, and Zach Bigby handling all the drums. And yeah, this is just a killer EP. The guitars are nice and heavy in tone with a really good mix of fast-paced riffing with some mid-paced chugs, which I absolutely loved. Some highlights for me that stood out. Track 2, Godless. I just love this slow riff that gets played with the sound of fire crackling behind it, and then you're hit with this heavy, dun-dun riff that leads to a fast-picked riff with some equally quick double bass work underneath of it, and it ends with the sound of fire again. I just love the way that song really played out. Track 3, Tomb of Flesh. The opening riff is really awesome, and it has this cool drum pattern underneath of it, and then you get a vocal that comes in right as it goes to this real heavy chugging, and it's a very headbangable riff too. It's kind of like a dun 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 dun. Just, yeah, that was really dumb, but that's about the best I can do to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. And of course that riff repeats throughout the track, and I just absolutely loved it. The bass on here, despite not being that high up in the mix, is really thick and heavy, and it gives the songs a real good solid backbone, I think. The drums have a really good sound and production on here as well. I really like the sound of the snare. There's really good double bass work throughout this whole EP, and some really solid blast beats, I think. Vocals are kind of a mid-range growl with a few screams thrown in here and there, and it has some real power to them, I have to say, as well as this kind of cavernous sound to them, like they may have put just like a tiny bit of reverb to give them that cavernous feel, and just makes them sound really super badass, I have to say. Let me get this flipped over here to the right page. All right, now going back to track number 1, which is the title track, Deorum Mortis. Again, I love the opening riff on this song and how it combines with the bass and drums, just letting you know right away you're in for an ass beating from this EP. There's a section towards the end with this, slow, dun 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 riff combined with equally slow bass and drums, and another badass and I love the way it just kind of slows down and gets heavy just before that vocal comes in. Track 4, Vindicta, Blood Debt. Really cool name. It has this opening riff that's sort of black metal-esque, and it actually appears again later on in the track, and it leads to a real slow, heavy chugging riff, and then at about 54 seconds into the song, it's probably the most black metal-esque that riff actually sounds. I just really love the double bass work that's going on underneath it when that riff comes in. Overall, this is just an absolutely crushing debut EP, I have to say. It's heavy, catchy, it's filled with headbangable moments, and just, pure aggression, I think. And honestly, I just can't wait to see what these guys have in store for us. So yeah, go check out Paingiver. I will leave a link down below so you can check this out for yourself and hopefully secure yourself a copy and support the band. That is going to do it. I give this a solid 9 out of 10. And yeah, until next time, stay brutal.